Have you ever wondered how we got from swapping a couple of chickens for a pot to the complex global economy we live in today? It's a story thousands of years in the making, and it all started with a simple, brilliant idea: the barter system. Imagine a time long before money, a world where your wealth was what you could make with your own two hands. In small, ancient settlements, life was about direct exchange. A skilled potter might trade a beautifully crafted vessel for a sack of grain from a farmer. A weaver with fine textiles could exchange her work for a sharp, sturdy tool made by the local blacksmith. This was commerce in its purest form, direct trade of value for value. It was a system built on needs, skills, and trust. You had something I needed, and I had something you wanted. Simple, effective, and the very first step on the long road to global trade. This fundamental concept of exchange laid the groundwork for every single transaction that would follow, from the smallest village market to the vast international networks that would one day connect the world. As societies grew, the barter system started to show its limitations.
I need grain, not pots.
But I need a new basket.
This is hopeless. We have nothing to trade.
What if the farmer didn't need any more pottery? How do you trade half a cow for a small basket? The need for a more flexible medium of exchange became clear, and this led to one of the most significant inventions in human history: currency. In the bustling markets of ancient civilizations like Rome, a revolution was taking place. Instead of trading goods directly, people began using standardized items of value at first, things like shells or salt, but eventually meticulously crafted metal coins. These coins, stamped with the mark of an emperor or a kingdom, represented a guaranteed value, making transactions smoother, faster, and possible on a much larger scale. This innovation didn't just change local markets. It unlocked the potential for long-distance trade. Suddenly, a merchant's wealth was portable. This new economic power fueled the creation of legendary trade routes that would crisscross the known world. The most famous of these was the Silk Road. Imagine vast caravans of camels, laden with shimmering silks from the east, trekking for months across harsh deserts, and treacherous mountain passes heading towards the markets of the west. At the same time, the seas became highways for commerce. Sturdy ships set sail from bustling ports, their holds filled with barrels of wine, fragrant spices, and precious metals. They navigated the Mediterranean, the Indian Ocean, and beyond, connecting cultures and economies in a way never seen before. The rise of currency and these sprawling trade networks marked a new era and age where the world began to feel just a little bit smaller, and the exchange of goods became a powerful force for change. But this new world of international commerce was far from easy. For every successful merchant who returned home with immense riches, there were countless others who faced ruin. The life of an ancient trader was one of constant risk and uncertainty. Imagine leading your caravan along a well-trodden path, only to be stopped by soldiers demanding a heavy tax just to pass through their territory. These tolls could eat away at profits and turn a promising venture into a losing one. The journey itself was fraught with peril. On land, the vast, empty landscapes that traders had to cross were the perfect hunting grounds for bandits. These ruthless gangs would lie in wait, ready to ambush a caravan and seize its valuable cargo. A merchant and his guards had to be constantly vigilant, ready to defend their lives and their livelihood at a moment's notice. The dangers at sea were no less terrifying. A sudden, violent storm could appear on the horizon, tossing a ship about like a toy and threatening to send its precious cargo and its entire crew to the bottom of the ocean. Even if a ship survived the wrath of nature, it still faced human threats. The same waters that carried merchant vessels were also prowled by pirates. These sea raiders would attack without warning, overwhelming the crew and plundering the ship. For an ancient trader, every journey was a high-stakes gamble. They weren't just businessmen. They were adventurers, explorers, and survivors, betting everything on the chance of reaching their destination and reaping the rewards of their perilous voyage. So, What was the ultimate result of all this risk, innovation, and ambition? It was nothing short of world-changing. This early era of trade did far more than just move goods from one place to another. It fundamentally reshaped civilizations and laid the very foundations for the modern global economy we know today. Every time a caravan reached its destination or a ship pulled into a foreign port, it wasn't just silk, spices, or wine that were being exchanged. With those goods came ideas, technologies, and cultures. A Roman merchant might bring back not only spices from India, but also new mathematical concepts. A Chinese trader traveling the Silk Road could introduce the art of papermaking to the West. The spread of religions, philosophies, artistic styles, and scientific knowledge accelerated dramatically. Cities located at the crossroads of these trade routes grew into vibrant, cosmopolitan centers of learning and innovation. This incredible cross-pollination of cultures sparked progress and development across the globe. The connections forged by these early traders created an interdependent world where the fortunes of one region could be tied to another thousands of miles away. In essence, these ancient merchants, with their camel caravans and sailing ships, were the pioneers of globalization. They wove the first threads of the intricate economic and cultural tapestry that now connects us all. Their legacy is all around us, in the food we eat, the technologies we use, and the very idea that we are all part of a single interconnected global community. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of trade. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more stories about how our world came to be, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.